Make the whole place run. That's over 400 new Toyota paychecks going into homes in this community, bringing our Toyota Texas family to over 4,100 employees by 2026. We have started hiring our skilled maintenance team members who require the most complex advanced skills on the production floor, and we're pleased to celebrate the first external hires for these exciting roles. We also have a multitude of existing opportunities to work on rear axle. Those incumbent plant roles will need to be backfilled, creating job opportunities within our current operations. Many of our incumbents who want to transfer into rear axle will need to be upskilled, and we are especially grateful to Alamo Colleges for the critical role they play in ensuring our existing employees who are hungry for a new challenge are ready to take the next step. The Texas Federation for Advanced Manufacturing Education, or Texas FAME, also provides a key talent pipeline with their Advanced Manufacturing Technician program. Our continued thanks go to the Texas FAME Alamo Chapter Board, the Texas Workforce Commission, and the Workforce Solutions Alamo, Palo Alto Colleges, and St. Philip's College for their partnerships in this key program for our skilled maintenance workforce for more than a decade. Employment at Toyota is not just a job, it's a career. Many of the leadership at Toyota Texas started on the production floor and worked our way up. I started as a summer intern. These careers are transformational, not just for our team members, but also for their families by creating stability and economic mobility that break cycles of poverty, build generational wealth, and change lives. Think about what that does for neighborhoods and communities, and what that does for our city and our state. Job creation and workforce are far bigger than Toyota. Look at the entities and industries represented in this room alone. There are so many possibilities as there are students and young people in schools that are eager to turn their learning today into their careers of tomorrow. And with those students and their phenomenal possibilities in mind, we have some exciting news. We are proud to announce Toyota's next investment in San Antonio, a collaborative, holistic STEM education initiative of the Toyota USA Foundation called Driving Possibilities. We have a short video to tell us more about this national program modeled after the successful program in West Dallas that has now spread to 9 other sites within Toyota's footprint. After the video, Rob Franklin will share how it is rolling out this year right here in San Antonio.
We have to operate in a society that's meaningful and open and possible for everybody. What I find really inspiring about Driving Possibilities is that it's focused on how do we improve the broader community and society around us.
We need bright, diverse, talented minds to transform our society, and we have that opportunity to provide access to STEM education and career pathways to make that transformation.
Driving Possibilities is a customized program for the students to give that exposure and give that awareness so they can actually craft and create the dream of their future.
Just seeing children pre-K all the way through 12th grade being enlightened by the things that they're learning, you realize quickly that if given the opportunity, many people can excel at so many different things.
There's 9.9 million STEM-related positions within the U.S., and that's only going to increase by another million over the next decade. And so the more that we invest STEM-related activities within the youth, the better it will be as a community and as an organization.
When we first launch a site, we take a look at it and basic needs. So if we provide those basic needs, we can focus on the education
exciting. Thank you. Thanks to the Toyota USA Foundation, I'm honored to announce that Driving Possibilities will bring up to $6.5 million in the next 5 years to San Antonio, with a focus on East Central Independent School District. Driving Possibilities in East Central ISD will launch this year with a focus on boosting STEM educational attainment at Pecan Valley STEM Academy and address essential needs district-wide with a new Family Resource Center and dual generation initiative brought to us by the United Way of San Antonio, Bexar County. We are so thankful to the United Way and the President and CEO, Chris Martin, for his visionary team for signing up to collaborate with Toyota on this project in a major way. Thank you, Chris, Dr. Richardson, for your support. One of the backbones of this exciting initiative is the Texas A&M University San Antonio's Institute for School and Community Partnerships, which is serving as the official coordinating partner to ensure the ongoing success and impact to teachers and students' lives according to the Driving Possibilities goals. Thank you, Dr. Henry Munoz, and to her team for all they have done and all they will do to drive this program's success. Thank you. Driving Possibilities has also benefited from leadership and inspiration from Romanita Matabarera and the greater SATX and SA Works team, which served as a convening partner and has helped us bring other supporters, collaborators, and advocates to the table, including Holt Cat with their brand new Pre-K for SA Center serving the East Central ISD area. Thank you all for this support. For our part, Toyota Texas looks forward to supporting this project through team member volunteerism, providing additional philanthropic support to programs that align with these goals, and we show our employees all the ways they can get involved as the years progress. We are proud that this investment has the potential to create a significant and lasting impact over time. As you can tell from all the logos, Driving Possibilities is a community-based, community-focused effort requiring the hands, talents, and visions of many. One of the best parts about it is that there's room for everyone to take part and contribute. We invite all of you to join us on this exciting journey ahead. Some of the most important people in this room today are the administrators and the school board members of East Central ISD and the amazing teachers and students from Pecan Valley STEM Academy. Let's give them a warm round of applause. They are the ones chosen for this initiative is because of the strength of its administration, led by Superintendent Roland Toscano. Mr. Toscano is a proud alumnus. He's a proud alumnus of East Central ISD, where he's dedicated the past 28 years of his professional career. His commitment to the East Central ISD community and its students is evident in the many areas of education that he has served in. From his early days as a bus driver to the classroom, administration, and now leading the district, it's an honor to have him on the team with us. Let's watch a video to see what Driving Possibilities will look like at Pecan Valley STEM, and then we'll hear from Superintendent Toscano. He'll tell us more about what this will mean for East Central.
When I grow up, I want to be an artist because I like to draw a lot.
When I grow up, I want to be a mathematician and learn multivariable functions.
Pecan Valley STEM Academy serves a diverse background in the southeast side of San Antonio, Texas, in the East Central Independent School District. Some of the strengths of our campus is our dedicated teachers who go above and beyond for student success. The school fosters inclusivity by prioritizing academics and social and emotional needs.
The very first thing that I love about teaching STEM is having the opportunity to see the students use their creativity, thinking outside of the box, seeing their light bulbs click.
Some challenges our teachers and students face is very common in other districts in our area with housing, mobility, but then also finding a curriculum that really engages our students in today's society.
I really wish the teachers had the same ability and that they are able to have all of the resources to expand their students' creativity as well.
What I like most about coding is that you get to see your coding right or wrong because mistakes help you learn.
What I like most about STEM is coding the robot. The ones that are like panda bots because they have little black ears and they're white.
As a Toyota employee, the investment in Driving Possibilities means a lot because it's showing another side of Toyota, being invested in the community and making differences. Toyota does a lot of great things for the community around the world, and I'm just glad to be part of this one. The thing that I'm most excited about with Driving Possibilities is being able to work with the students that are in these STEM programs, and then the impacts of those long-term results that we're going to see on the development of these students, and that'll eventually evolve into their careers in the future.
My hopes and dreams for our students is that they see themselves as engineers, as mathematicians, and that their passion of STEM grows and continues with their education, and they have a passion just like I do and others.
Driving experiences more often in our school year and access to new resources. Thank you, Toyota, for creating limitless possibilities for our students, teachers, and families.
Oh my goodness, cat's out of the bag. Thank you for the kind introduction, Mr. Franklin. What an exciting day for Toyota, East Central ISD, Bexar County, and our city. It's so great to see all of you here today, especially our students, our staff, and our board members representing this fantastic team of 8. It is well documented that is only impacted by schools 60% of those outcomes, meaning that 40% of the outcomes kids experience in school is influenced by what happens outside of school. So the environment, the geography, the opportunities, the access. But the bottom line is we realize that every child's not dealt the same hand, but we know they all share limitless potential. While we hold the lion's share of our community, we can remove barriers by creating a village for every child. Everyone seems to have an opinion about public education these days. It takes very little vision to see what is wrong, but extraordinary vision to see what's possible. And as a result of this investment, Toyota USA is bringing us all together so we can demonstrate what is possible when we actually share a stake in the education process. We know that strategic, coordinated, and sustained supports unlock student performance. The American dream runs through public education, and together we can get it right. Of course, there is tremendous need inside of every school. We also know that there's gold in the community that surrounds every school. All of you here today represent that gold. Programs can make relationships do. Partnerships that are deep and simple are so much more powerful than those that are shallow and complex. We are grateful for this tremendous opportunity and look forward to sharing the lessons we learn so that we can replicate and scale the most promising practices across Bexar County. Suzanne and the Toyota Texas family were grateful for Driving Possibilities investment, and alongside Texas A&M University, San Antonio, the United Way, Communities in Schools, Greater SATX, and so many others here today, our magnificent team stands ready to transform lives, one student, one school, and one community at a time. Axle plant, which will continue to create career opportunities for the next generation of leaders from right here in your own backyard. Congratulations.
Thank you, Roland. Now I'm pleased to welcome to the podium San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg. Toyota's been making trucks and SUVs in San Antonio for over 20 years, and manufacturing in general, and our plant in specific have had a lot of big wins during Mayor Nirenberg's tenure at City Hall. He also has been a champion of education, workforce development, and the families of this community. Thank you for being here to celebrate with us this latest win, Mr. Mayor.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate you. That one down from Dr. Toscano. The American dream runs through public education. Well, before I get started, I do want to give a big shout out to the Pecan Valley Lions who are here. Let's give them all a big round of applause. And I have to say, I've been here a few times now, Suzanne and Kevin, and every time we're here, this is really reached in the future of our city, the future of our community through the young people who are here is simply amazing. So it is exciting for all of us to be here at another amazing event at the plant. STEM education, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics brings exciting opportunities for workers and our overall economy. Many of the jobs tomorrow, in fact, I would say most of them, some of which have yet to be even created, will require knowledge in STEM fields. In fact, I've said before, every job in the 21st century economy is a STEM job. San Antonio's future depends on getting more students to concentrate on those STEM educational pursuits. So the Toyota USA Foundation's decision to boost our community by providing $6.5 million of STEM grants to lift East Central ISD students into the STEM workforce is exactly the type of investment our community needs. So kudos to Toyota USA Foundation for their enlightened generosity. This is an incredible and thoughtful community investment that truly makes a difference in improving the lives and helping us build a strong workforce. The grants, as you heard, will be part of the Driving Possibilities program, which will be a collaboration between the Toyota Foundation, East Central, and our very own Texas A&M San Antonio. And I want to thank Dr. Ochoa for being here today. They are doing incredible work. If you have not driven on the Texas A&M San Antonio campus, go drive down there. You will be shocked at the progress. The program demonstrates the power of teamwork, and as we know, every good thing that happens in our lives is a result of teamwork. In addition to the opportunities for students, the grants will help fund teacher development, enabling a long-term enhancement of STEM education in our entire community. And that will lead to a steady flow of well-prepared talent for local employers, but most importantly, helping sustain families in San Antonio. Today's announcement once again demonstrates Toyota's commitment to our community. In addition to creating jobs that Toyota provides in San Antonio, their dedication to our community service makes them a valued corporate partner. So on behalf of the City of San Antonio, and thank you again to my colleagues, Councilmember Rocha Garcia and Villagran, who ably represent this area, I want to express our deep gratitude to the Toyota US and East Central ISD as they launch an exciting educational chapter. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Now I'm honored to welcome to the podium another leader with a passion for the advancement of South Texas, Bexar County Judge Peter Sakai. Judge Sakai has a robust track record of advocating for children and families in his judicial career, and he knows firsthand how student success is intertwined with parental empowerment and community support. He's also been a strong advocate for Toyota and for continued investment for like-minded companies in Bexar County. We're grateful you're here today, Judge. Appreciate you. Thank you for your time.
Well, good morning. Let's do a little better of that. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, let me thank Suzanne and Rob for this opportunity. I have to admit, Suzanne, that when I got invited, they said, oh, you're going to get a tour of the rear assembly plant that's just going up, and it's just down the road, and we got that, and what a great facility. And oh, by the way, we're going to have a press conference East Central. And I was just like, what? What? So initially, I was like, I asked my team, hey, find out when I can kind of scoot out of here as quickly as I can. But this is a lesson for all of you. Never, never underestimate the power of Toyota, especially Toyota, Texas manufacturing here. When they do things right, and they do things that I'm blown away with this press conference. But I will say that I still love that press conference with the robotic dog. For those that were there, Toyota introduced, what was the name of the dog? Spot. And Spot did a lot of tricks that I was like, wow. So as you can see, I have to admit, I've been given a lot of compliments. For those that can't see, this is my blue tie. It has bridges, all kinds of bridges. And the mayor said, hey, where'd you get that tie? And I go, from the bridge conference. He said, who is that? some bridge organization, and invited him to speak. So this is the first time I've worn this tie. And so I'm going off script a bit because, you know, as a bridge, we connect things, right? Physically, you know, communities or neighborhoods or whatever bridges are built to do. But I want to remind all of us, and I'm going to kind of go back and recognize some of the leadership in the room, because what we need to also recognize, bridge in its truest sense, is connection. It's bringing communities together. It's finding commonality and common interest that allow us to move forward and to allow our communities to grow. So first, I want to recognize Dolores. I believe we're in Precinct 1. She's been very instrumental with all of the development going on here, from Toyota to Texas A&M San Antonio to the new hospital, Palo Alto Hospital. And also, too, we have in the House Commissioner Tommy Calvert, who's right adjacent with Precinct 4, but where East Central Independent School District lies. So we know, I know, that with these two commissioners, the county is totally dedicated to making sure that this particular area, the Southwest, South, Southeast, Precinct 1 and Precinct 4, are truly integrated, and we're building bridges with that community. And this is one example of what the county. Don't want to leave out David Marquez from our Economic Development Department. And as I recall, David, you're very proud to be major of the East Central Hornets. You have an alum in the House. And I see Ed Banas with University Hospital System, who succeeded George Hernandez. As y'all have noted, we've got the Palo Alto Hospital going on adjacent to Texas A&M University. And I want to recognize Dr. Hecho and your team. I think your team is all in the house. What great things are going on at Texas A&M San Antonio, and to continue to do so. I also see that the Alamo College District, I thought I saw Dr. Bobby Garza from Palo Alto, and I don't know if Dr. Mike Flores is in the house, but as we know, Alamo College District, and specifically Palo Alto College, is very involved in development, and thank you for your leadership, Dr. Bobby Garza, from the workforce, from your educational, academic, and just overall, and I'll give a plug in their efforts to expand the reach. I want to recognize the Greater Chamber and the Greater SATX. Jeff Webster, you're in the house. Jenna Saceda Herrera and Romanita Mata, you're in the house. Thank you for your efforts to support the economic development that you have brought to this particular community, from Toyota and all the way through, and continuing. As I know, we were proud to announce that we got Yamaguchi Heavy Industries coming. They've established their headquarters, and yet to be announced, but will be announced. We've got a couple other Japanese industries that are coming to relocate here in Bexar County. I'm always going to miss somebody, but Rebecca Villagrán, thank you for South Texas Business Alliance to keep the focus in on South Texas and all the way to our border to the Rio Grande Valley. Suzanne mentioned that part of her workforce is to include the Rio Grande Valley, so that continues my efforts and my recognition that we as a region must work all together. I don't want to forget, thank you, Representative Lujan and the federal representatives here. I believe Senator Cornyn's in the House, Representative Kazar's in the House through the representative. Thank you, Representative Lujan, because you and I have worked together in regards to these initiatives and efforts here in the South Side. We helped bring JBC, the largest UK manufacturing industry, coming here and has broken ground. We look forward to see them coming online. So as you can see, a lot of things are happening. And the reason why I kind of pivoted on my presentation was because I wore this tie somehow, some way, and to remind us that bridges, especially in today's world, is going to be so important that we communicate, that we collaborate, we coordinate. Because this is what happens when we all come together. And as you can see, not only is Toyota growing and getting bigger and better and more efficient and effective in their delivery of services, along with the Toyota as a community, and we need to continue to. So thank you, Toyota. Thank all of you for coming together and building those bridges to make a better community. Give yourselves a round of applause. So let me just kind of get to the text and get to the next speaker. Toyota has been an economic driver in so many ways on the south side of Bexar County for more than 20 years. Today is another example of how the company gives back to the community in such a significant way. But more importantly, what I found out today is by Toyota investing in the East Central School District, Superintendent Toscano, and Texas A&M University, San Antonio, Dr. Choa, and the community partnerships that I've highlighted, Toyota is helping preparing students to be the STEM workforce of the future. One of my brief conversations with Suzanne this morning was, what do you need for us, the county, and all our partners to get a prepared workforce? And that is still a work to be done. So Jenna, Romanita, you got United Way of San Antonio in phase 1 of this program through a new family resource center at the Pecan Valley STEM Academy. And one of the things I learned with this partnership is Toyota has recognized that they are investing in wraparound services, and that part of not is just academic, but to support the families, to empower the parents, to protect the children, and improve the system. So there's a lot of gaps in our system, and this is a wonderful collaboration of making sure our students, especially in East Central Independent School District, are prepared and they're ready to work at Toyota. Was that a good plug for you, Suzanne? This will be a major boon for the area families who may need assistance with just basic needs. The collaboration is part of Toyota's National USA Foundation. It's a $110 million Driving Possibilities Initiative. Also want to acknowledge the transformation of that new rear axle plant project that will expand Toyota's footprint when it becomes operational next year. And I want this also continue to plug in for Suzanne. When's the next plant coming up? And so we'll be eagerly awaiting that. So let me just recognize Toyota's success is a tribute to quality management, a talented workforce, a spirit of cooperation that helps Bexar County the premier place to live, work, and play. On behalf of the students of East Central, thank you, Toyota. God bless you all. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you out today.
I'm honored to have another special guest with us today, Texas State Representative John Lujan. And as you've noticed, I still have a little bit to read about you, so sorry. He's a great friend of the company and represents Toyota Texas in the state legislature. He's a strong advocate for Toyota in Austin and understands the needs of his constituents and businesses. His relationship with the company extends all the way back to the early days when this facility was under construction. He was a member of the San Antonio Fire Department, where he managed building inspections. That means he probably knows a lot more about this place than maybe even some of our team members. Anyway, Representative, thanks for your service and welcome.
I'm going to be very brief, but it's an honor to be here today to celebrate this incredible investment in our students and our future workforce. Also, it's tough being the last speaker to speak because everybody said all the good things and hit all the key points. So I'm going to differentiate a little bit. A few months ago, I was on a tour. The Dallas Regional Chamber had a big tour. There was like a 3-day tour, and I went out there, and it was for state reps and their staff to go out there and see what's being done. And so right away, the checklist of what do you want to see. And I spent the day at the Toyota North American headquarters in Plano, Texas. It was awesome. I had a great time meeting with Toyota leadership. I rode on the Toyota test track. And man, and everybody tells me, how come you could go speeding, you could do donuts, how come? I would do that, but man, I'm really conflicted because my wife always tells me, you're a state representative, you can't be dumb like you used to be, you gotta do the, you know, so I wasn't speeding and doing those things, I was doing the right thing because I was driving all the new vehicles. But I had such a great time there seeing all those key people. And then while we were getting ready to finish, they came up and said, this is Rep. Lujan, he represents Toyota in San Antonio, and you know, I'm honored by that, real honored. So then they asked me, will you come up and say a few words? And usually I get a little nervous, I want to be well prepared, but man, I did it because I'm so proud of San Antonio and I'm proud of Toyota, so I gave a great speech. People were screaming, I jumped in the crowd, they were, that part, yeah. The other part, up until I jumped in the crowd and screaming, that didn't happen, but other than that, it was true. I had a good time. But the reason why I was excited about it is because I am excited to represent this area. I grew up in this area, and I've seen the changes and all the things that are happening. This investment isn't just about funding. It's about partnership. By working with East Central ISD, Texas A&M, San Antonio, working together like this, I think this is important. This is creating a pathway for students to succeed in high-demand jobs, high-paying jobs. It's a difference maker, and that to me is really, really important. I was looking at the phases of how this goes, and even the first phase is going to strengthen STEM. Have the support they need through the new Family Resource Center. Man, that's powerful. And that's so it's not just our students, but we're doing a holistic approach, and I really, really love that. This initiative reflects what's possible when we have business, education, community leaders, all working together to invest in our future. I'm going to finish up, but I really want to say a real heartfelt thank you to Toyota for all you do for us. Thank you. Thank you to A&M San Antonio, Dr. Ochoa. He's a good friend. Sometimes he's a pest because he's been coming to the Capitol a lot to see me. We need this, we need that. But that's a good thing. I don't mean it in a bad way, Dr. Ochoa. I love you there with me. But thank you. And thank you to the United Way for all teaming together. Thank you all for everything that you do. Together, we're driving possibilities, creating lasting change, and breaking cycles of poverty. Thank you all.
Thank you, Representative Lujan. Before we close, I have two invitations for you. First, you are all invited to join us on this journey. Today marks the official launch of the program, and there is take part and contribute, and we would be honored to have you on the road with us. Second is to sign this frame, which will hold a photo we will take at the conclusion of this ceremony. In just a moment, I'd like all the elected officials and driving possibility partners to join us on stage. The East Central students and teachers and administration, I would ask to come down to the front, and then anybody else that wants to fill in, we're gonna take a group photo and then take turns signing the frame, and after that, Experience Center. We also hope you will stay behind and enjoy some very light refreshments. In closing, Toyota's long-standing commitment in the U.S. over 65 years has always been about more than vehicles. It's about community, about growth, about potential. Today, we take a step further in this journey, fueled by our collective belief in a future with limitless possibilities. To the students here today, your dreams are valid and within reach. To the educators and administrators, your dedication is the cornerstone of this dream. And to the elected officials and community leaders, your support in fostering innovation and education is critical to the long haul. We look forward to driving towards a future where every child can look at a problem and see a possibility, where every challenge is an opportunity to innovate, and where the journey of learning never ends. Thank you. And let's make the impossible possible. All right. Once again, if we can get our elected driving possibility partners up here on the stage. And then for our students and administrators, let's get in the front.
Tell me when you're ready. Thank you, thank you. Tell me when you're ready. Here we go. And you got me. The audio's okay. Ready. In 3, 2, 1. We're talking $6.5 million in grants for the next 5 years for the East Central School District. Toyota calls it Driving Possibilities. This all came during this press conference right here at the Toyota plant on the city's south side of town. It will ultimately be a collaboration with Toyota, East Central ISD, Texas A&M San Antonio, the United Way, and Bexar County, to name a few, and it will include STEM education. It will help equip students in San Antonio with the skills they need to get good-paying jobs in the high-demand industries like auto manufacturing. Toyota also celebrating its expansion of the addition of its rear axle plant, which will supply rear axles for the Toyota Tundras and Sequoias. Hiring is already underway to prepare the start of the operations next year. It's already looking to hire as many as 400 positions for these jobs. If you're interested in applying for one of these jobs at the new plant, you can head to careers.toyota.com. At the Toyota plant on the city's south side, I'm Christina De Leon. We will send it back to you.